I'm out here in the state. Well, it's actually a state park, not state forest. The rain is forecasted for today, but still coming out to partake in the majesty of the wilderness. Notice there's not a ounce of wind. The silence is quite deafening, other than the sound of the children and the families that are here for this afternoon. Martin Luther King Day, sacred day honoring one of our great leaders of this country, one of the great leaders of humanity, one of the brave souls, bravest souls that took it upon himself and the whole movement of great beings to fight for civil rights, for the African American race, for the Native Americans, fought for the civil rights, similar timing, late 60s, 70s. All cultural beings have had to fight for their rights. Oh my gosh. Any type of immigrant in this country. And hopefully that's their works and the works to follow, and all the great beings prior we've made a difference. That's an owl. Sacred owl. I have my owl feather here. In the daytime, so he's just acknowledging the people. There's one to my right, and there's one to my left who's answering the other one. Look at the size of this tree. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's some kind of a oak tree. I'll try to stand near it to get a perspective. I mean, it's even bigger than it looks from the camera. It's a monster. Sacred monster. I like the way nature makes art. So this tree this is a cedar or juniper. It may have been hit by lightning. Split it like that. Those are knots that are growing to make beautiful pieces of wood if you cut them off and sand them. The way the grain grows. So that's interesting. Here's a piece of dead wood that has quite interesting markings. These are just the things we find amazing. I saw on Facebook today that officially the Kali Yuga, the age of darkness, is over as of today through the ancient calendars or Hindu calendars. I'm not sure the details, but January 15th, 2024, we know that there's a huge year, the most magnificent year ever. 2024 is happening. Beginning now, the things we're going to see by the end of this year, we're going to be constantly with our mouths gaping open with surprise and wonderment and joy and celebration and the revealing of the darkness that has been controlling for so long. Everybody's gonna know. Everybody that wants to know. It's gonna be everywhere. And of course, the elders, the masters, teachers want everyone to know, so that everyone wakes up, everyone gets on board, everyone gets on that rainbow bridge, crossing over to the fifth dimension, and that's through waking up from the matrix, from waking up from the dream spell we've been under. Not to be confused with the Mayan calendar, dream spell calendar, which is a beautiful thing. The matrix of illusion and duality of separation. That we are individual, separated egos, identities. But to see beyond into the depths and the reality of that we are unique, individualized sparks of the oneness of the entire tapestry, fabric of reality that we truly are. As we learn to feel as one, comes the rain. Most we don't judge. Even a tree looking like that, growing like that, we're still not judging. There's no reason to judge anything because we're all fabric, the same fabric. If you look at a beautiful woven blanket, Indian Navajo rug, you see how it's beautiful, beautiful patterns, its colors, intricacies that they put into it, but it makes this beautiful picture. But if you zoom in virtually to the smallest, almost microscopically, you will see that it's all a oneness. The minutest parts are the same as the whole, and that's the fabric of reality. Is that no matter how small the atoms and electrons are, the electron is full of light. Electron is in the center of every atom. The electron is full of light. There's the Elohim, which is the part of the angelic race, angelic creators of this world. They call it the builders of form. And there's one of them, the Elohim of purity. And this Elohim of purity, called Claire, which seems like a human name, but that's the Zen Master's teaching say. And she does there was a channeled message years ago, and where this being said, I am the Elohim of purity, Elohim Claire of purity, one of the 7 Elohims, or however it's said, Elohi or Eloher, that this being guides the concepts of the energy of purity within the earth, on the surface, in the atmosphere. And there's a decree that goes, that she acknowledges that in the center of every atom is only light, is only white light. And so the decree is that we ask the Elohim of purity to activate in the center of every electron. Expand, expand, expand. And this expansion dissipates all limitation. The word limitation. Expands, expands, because we have 70 trillion cells in our body. How many endless electrons? And the electrons are a living force from the Creator. They are a living reality. They have consciousness. As microscopic as it is, as they are completely and utterly conscious. So we respect all the aspects of consciousness, from the smallest to the largest. Endless space, or the giants of all the suns, the planets, giant beings and giant trees. And we respect it all, we love it all, we thank it all. And there's a gift when you acknowledge things such as this, at the tiniest fabric of reality aspects. You acknowledge them, they acknowledge you, they spark up, they recognize. And you make that connection. And there's a oneness, there's a feeling, there's a knowing, there's a faith, there's a presence and a power that whatever it is we decree, whatever it is we feel, whatever it is we feel that freedom, we feel that knowing, we feel knowing that we can have whatever we want in this reality. And I don't like the word want. I don't like the word need. It's whatever we love to do, whatever we would love to have to help humanity in the world and all of its nature kingdoms to be in utmost pristine health, utmost pristine well-being, utmost pristine harmonic balance, like the ancient of days, where we knew that we were one, when the animals and humans spoke together, when nature and humans, everything spoke telepathically. We were in a harmonic, we were in a higher dimensional frequency of 5th dimension. This is long, long, long ago, what you're coming back to again. You know, when you water your plants, you know what they need. When your animals are hungry, and you know that. And the children, someone's sad, you feel it, right? So we have all these gifts. They're being magnified to the nth degree now. And that's where our sadness, a lot of our sadness and our depth and our pain, our suffering, our internal, even our physical pain, even the word misery comes from, is that we have been and always have been connected in this fabric of reality. And we feel the suffering of the world, suffering of the earth, suffering of the people, and yeah, so we're not just empathic, we're one with everything. So what's happening is the lifting is happening. The lifting, the arising, the expansion, massive expansion into the multidimensional realities of 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th dimensions. Freedom knowing that God consciousness is within us. The spark of God, the oneness, the I am presence. I commit myself and my life to the I am presence, God consciousness at all times. I am, I adore thee. I know you'll take care of my every earthly requirement. I am, thy will be done, not mine. I myself can do nothing. It's the Father within that doeth the work. Be aligned with the I am above within my heart, within my aspects, my higher heart, my higher mind, my threefold flame in my heart. Whew. Way ha ho, way ha ho, way. Way ha ho, way ha ho, way ha ho, way ha ho, way. Way ha ho, way ha ho, way ha ho, way ho, way. Way ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, way ha ho, way. Way ha ho, 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 way. Oh, way. Oh, way ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, way ha ho, way. Way ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey. Hey ha ho, hey ha, hey ha, hey ha. Way ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey. Way ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ho, hey. Oh hey, oh hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey oh hey. Way ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey. Way ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey. Oh hey. Hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ho, hey. Way ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey. Way ha ho, hey ha ho, hey. Oh hey oh hey. Oh hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey. Way ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey ha ho, hey. Way ha ho, hey ha ho, hey Oh, hey, ha, ho, 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 hey, hey, ha, hey, ha, ho, hey, ha, Opala, opala, many thanks, many thanks. Kashala, Wakan, Tanka, Maka, Tekia, Mother Earth. Whew, four winds. Wiokpiata in the west, Oziata in the north, Wio Ian Pata in the east, Hito Kagata in the south, Wakan Tanka, greater God, great mystery. Whew. The Tankashalas, the grandfathers, and the sacred Mother Earth, the Divine Mother, the Divine Home, Divine Heart, the Divine Hearth of our hearts, our families, of our people, nations, creations, all races of beings, all species of beings. And one message I received while I was singing was, when you find yourself having a hard time, when you feel yourself suffering throughout the winter, it's cold, you want to be outside playing. I don't know why my phone does this. Dark and light and back and forth and dark and light and back and forth. I really don't. I gotta figure that out. Tried changing the different settings. So, when you feel yourself going through these sufferings, and this is the last place you want to be, you can't help it. Really, I believe it's part of the downloads. It's part of the upgrades. It's part of the attunements. It's part of the initiations that we are destined to go through all throughout history in the sacred rites of ceremonial ways or the mystery schools. The initiations weren't easy. They weren't easy. They stretched you. Our Sundance Way, 4 days, 4 nights, no food or water. Getting up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, going and sweating, coming back, putting our outfits on for dancing. And for the men, it consisted of only a skirt, a patterned skirt, someone, family member made for you. No shirts, sage wreath, sage crown with feathers, and your fan, your chanupa, your peace pipe. And then you head out before the sun comes up. And in the Dakotas, it's generally, even in the middle of summer, it's 45, 50 degrees in those mornings. And it gets up to 90 or so every day. 50-degree swing of temperature. Can you imagine being out there? And sometimes it's raining at dawn at 45 degrees. The women wear dresses, but no coats, no nothing like that. Everybody's shivering like crazy. Spirits are coming in, the drums are pounding. It's not till you're dancing for an hour hard that you finally feel like you're going to warm up. So that's an example of initiation. I did that 14 years in a row, 2 dances a year, 8 days a year. Yeah. I had a past life memory. I don't have a lot of those, but I did have one about around the time we were going to Egypt, 1990s, and I saw myself, all these perfectly shaped blocks. It was like went underwater. It was a tunnel, and these were set blocks, like the way the pyramids are made, such temples. And I had to swim through underwater, holding my breath. You could see, and then around the corner came a gator, over there, a crocodile. And I already knew. I don't know how I knew. I said, I'm not afraid of you. You're not real. You're only a test. I closed my eyes for a minute, opened my eyes, and the crocodile was gone. And I had not an ounce of fear. This is the memory. Not an ounce of fear in my heart. Where if anybody knows me in this lifetime, I grew with fear, through fear. Fear was my tool. Fear was my driving force. Every night of my childhood nightmares. I had no idea, but I just kept going. I just wanted to enjoy life, so I kept going. I thought it was normal for everybody. And would you believe, at the age I am today, I've walked through my fears. I mean, not all of them, but I feel like carry no fear. I'm fearless. I can get uncomfortable, or I guess it's fear, about things and doing things, or being, what do you call that, trepidatious, I guess. But the core, that feeling of fear, that like, you walk out in the darkness of the woods and you have that terrifying fear. I don't have that anymore. That's all gone. And it doesn't happen by chance. You have to do the work. You have to walk through your fears. You have to face your stuff. You have to face your shadow. You have to be in bed crying. You have to know what's going on. When you find out about the pedophilia and the Hollywood and the satanic driving force, reptilian, all this stuff. And you're laying in bed by yourself, shaking for an hour nonstop. And they call that core, healing at the core level. But see, it's all about healing, because this world is not meant to be controlled by that anymore. It's all fading away. It's been a dream, an illusion. It's not really real, because God is the only thing that's real. God light, God force, God perfection, God beauty. I am the perfected health of body and mind. I am. Saint Germain says, "O thou low dualic separation, consciousness, reality, outer world, get thee hence, I know thee not. I walk in the perfection of the I am presence. Though outer dream of fear, I take away from you all power to harm or disturb, because I walk in the perfection of the I Am Presence, where there is no shadow, and I'm free, forever free. These are the teachings that the Ascended Masters have provided for us. This are the teachings that we are to walk with in this new age, this new cycle, 2,000-year cycle of Ascended Master Consciousness. They were all like us at one time, but they worked through all their karma. They cleaned up all their karma. They freed themselves from the embodiment of reincarnation. And they walked out. Some walked with their bodies like Christ. Some died a traditional death and woke up and one octave up with their bodies. They say they're all real like us. They interact like the humans do with each other. They have a beautiful perfection of joy. It's complete perfection there. It's complete unity, oneness, harmony, victory of the light, where there is no shadow. They are free, forever free. And this is what our world is becoming now, the fifth dimensional and beyond. We're walking into this freedom, this oneness, this harmony, this total great existence of perfection through the help of the Master, through the help of that it was meant to be this lifetime, with the help of all the star seeds that are here, all the old souls that are working, the blue rays, the indigos that have been here for 2-3 generations. I've been called an adult indigo, which I believe is true. Forerunner. These waves, as Dolores Cannon says, the waves, 3 waves of volunteers that have come this generation to, and we're talking awakened, masterful beings that come here to take it on, to be alchemists, to transform lead into gold, to transform darkness into light, to transform suffering into joy and freedom, incarceration, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, into complete emancipation, into the freedom, non-duality, Advaita Vedanta, through our perfection of control of silence, through our perfection of control of silent stillness. The wheel of Dharma still turns. The magnificence of creation is turning in all its wheels like a clock, all the workings, multitudes of infinite perfection, turning and turning and turning. In a great, incredible, unfathomable, perfect tapestry of unimaginable things. When you do the sacred mushrooms or the bufo toad or the allies, plant allies that take you into the multiple dimensions, you realize how multidimensional we are, how perfect everything is. And that's finally dropping down into the 3D reality in a way that it's a rainbow bridge is being offered through all these light beings, all these masterful teachers, all these masterful light workers, saints, ascended beings that are here now all over the planet. I was offered by my teachers. Now I offer it to beings that are still awakening from the illusion of mainstream reality and mainstream news, and we can only see it as one way, and our religions or the way we have to work slave to manifest our goodness. Showing another way, showing a higher vibrational way, a higher vibrational frequency of manifesting our dreams, manifesting our reality, manifesting our love, manifesting our communities, manifesting our joy and celebration and continuous feeling and knowing of well-being. And the master teachers tell us that 80% of this power of manifestation and power of awakened reality, knowledge and feeling and being it is in the feeling, is in feeling. So feeling it as if it's already happened. Seeing it has already happened. Knowing it has already happened. Intuiting it has already happened. But feeling is the most powerful. What is the feeling that you want? Meditate on the feeling that you want to be feeling in this new realm, in this new world, in this new wonderment, in this new ecstasy, in this new freedom. I often call it ecstasy and bliss. A freedom, a knowing. I am this. I am the mighty invincible light. Band of protection, pillar of light. Nothing can disturb, nothing can disturb, nothing can disturb. I am one with the infinite sun forever and ever and ever. I'm one with the mother's crystal core heart forever and ever and ever. I'm one with the higher vibrational 12th dimensional grids around this earth forever and ever and ever. I am the abundance that I need from the infinite energy source of God consciousness, mana, in my hands as soon as I need it. I am the light of God that never fails. I am the victory of the light. I am does not compromise. I am the victory of the light. Say that 7 times. I am does not compromise. I am the victory of the light. I am does not compromise. I am the victory of the light. I am does not compromise. I am the victory of the light. I am does not compromise. I am the victory of the light. I am does not compromise. I am the victory of the light. I am does not compromise. I am the victory of the light. And so it is, and so be it. That light, that victory, the light is alchemical key. Saint Germain says, light is alchemical key. And light was here. Light is from the beginning. Thus, light is the perfection and control of all things. Everything else is a dream. Everything else is an illusion. Everything else is an overlay that they was inserted into our reality, into our consciousness through dumbing down our DNA, Atlantis and Lemurian ages, that when control beings came in and attempted to take our freedom. It worked for a long time, but now we're back. Free as can be, free as a bird. Floating, soaring with the curtains, soaring with the eagles and the hawks. flying with, closing our eyes and flying with the angels, flying through infinite star systems, through infinite realms of light, of peace, of angelic choirs. Whew. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. We're not human beings having a spiritual experience. So free yourself, my friends, just by knowing. No one has to tell you. You know. Love you all. You am I am you.